we'll touch tonight, or two topics we'll touch tonight. But yeah, we got to get into this first one. This is going to be interesting. So let's go ahead and have this conversation.
The first restaurant he gonna take you to, what's the last restaurant your daddy took you to? Because you shouldn't be coming to him to be your daddy. That's not his role. It's a first date. I want y'all to bring that down to level 3. Y'all way on 10 with this foolishness and want to embarrass somebody. My second question is, have you ever been anywhere? Where do you take yourself? Let me see your checkbook registry. Let me log into your bank account and see what you feed yourself on a regular basis. Where do you take yourself for lunch or dinner? That's the next question I want you to answer. And then the third thing about this, come on back over here, because I need you to understand what time it is. Right. A real lady is gonna be there for the purpose of what it's for. She's not looking for food because she's hungry that she can't afford so she can take it to go and get a doggy bag. I'm gonna wrap this up to go. Why? You ain't gonna have food tomorrow? That's a poverty mindset. So a first date, again, is to get to know the person, correct, to hang out, have fun. Y'all should be laughing and talking. It don't need to be a steakhouse. We don't even know if you worth a steak. You might just be worth a piece of bread. So ladies, young ladies, grow up. Get some maturity about yourself. Y'all buying titties, lashes, booties, and everything else. And you want somebody else to feed you. Save your money, stop buying your body, and put it to the side so you can have some food. That's not a man's responsibility. Now, once you dating a man, and once he get to know you, and y'all vibing, and he want to take you to a nice restaurant, guess what that means? You well deserving of that. He think enough about you to make a reservation. But some of you don't have reservations about your mouth. You talk bad, you disrespectful, you ghetto, you trifling, you don't have an income that substantiates what you want this man to do. You don't reserve being lazy. You full out lazy. You have no reservations on that. But you want the men to make a reservation for a restaurant, but you don't reserve what's between your legs. You passing it out like candy. You rated E for everybody.
Oh my, all righty.
Ooh-wee. Man, topic for tonight. Mom's fed up. Stop using men for meals.
I think that it's really like a spirit of entitlement that is running rampant right now. Like, it's running rampant through this generation. It's running rampant through the just the population in general. But no one seems to be embodying this spirit like a single woman. Like the single woman and the entitlement spirit is just a whole nother beast right now. I saw another young lady on a completely different TikTok talking about how she don't want to go on a coffee date because her concealer that she puts on her face, her concealer alone costs $30. So in order for her to want to put concealer on her face and do her makeup and do her face and everything, she should at least be going to a nice dinner if she has to make that type of investment. And I just think it's absolutely insane. You're supposed to be focused on meeting someone that could potentially be your person. So I guess I just don't understand making the place you meet at the issue when you're potentially talking about your future.
Right.
You're literally talking about your future. This person could potentially be your person. And, you know, maybe they're not, but they could be. So it shouldn't matter where y'all meet, wherever you guys meet, because what you're trying to do is figure out, is this my person? Y'all running around here like chickens talking about ain't no men, where the men at? And then for the men that are around you, you want to demand what they do with their money when it comes to just meeting you for a first date. This is just the first date. And I just think that, you know, we're missing a point. But then women want to have a problem with the fact that men are holding on tighter to their wallets these days. Well, yeah, because they're not stupid. The reason why you care so much about going on some super extravagant adventuristic date or some super extravagant dinner date is because you already know that you're probably not going to get a second date. You're not going to get a second one. So you need this one to be the best because this is going to be your meal. This is going to be your entertainment. So this needs to be the best because you already know you're not getting a second date. You're not thinking long term because you already know how this goes. Let me guess, you've been going on date after date after date after date and they're not panning out. So you're like, you know what? I need to have a good first date because I'm probably not going to have another one. But the common denominator in all the dates are you. So the question you need to ask yourself is, why is that? Maybe you should spend more time preparing yourself mentally and emotionally, spiritually, instead of spending the same amount of time that you're spending on your concealer on your face. It's the priority.
That's real. That's real right there. That's real right there. You want to say something, Vince? Go ahead, man.
So it's a little different. I think she needs to concentrate more on her son's picking than the girls. Because my thing is, why is that even the issue? If he, like I told my youngest son, who's 19, I said, you better date your pocketbook. You can only afford Apple.
I just simply disagree. I disagree with the notion that she should be talking to her son because she was talking to her son. The way she phrased everything that she said was more of a, I want to talk to y'all about how these women are and why, you know, kind of like from a perspective of this is not how women should be conducting themselves. Women should be conducting themselves in this way. So it was almost like, hey, as a mom, I'm telling you, this is what you watch out for. And young ladies, this is the wrong mindset for you to have, right? You shouldn't be having this mindset. A man should not be doing this for you. A man should not be doing that for you. In turn, that's communicating to her son, I need to watch out for these types of women because why are they asking me to buy them this meal? I just met you. And yeah, okay, we had a couple of conversations, but that ain't got nothing to do with sitting across from somebody somewhere and really meeting face to face and getting to know. See, that's the difference. This is how we used to have to meet. We had to meet in person, but now everybody's dating through apps and through social media. So yeah, the couple conversations that I had with you were long distance conversations. So when I sit down with you somewhere to talk to you, that's when I'm really going to get a better read on who you are. Because you can tell me anything across the internet.
Right.
Anything. But now I'm sitting in front of you and I get to read your body language and I get to ask questions and I get to see how you respond. Not only that, I get to see how your attitude is when I ask you to meet me for a cup of coffee. I get to see how you respond to that because that tells me something about you too. Like, it's okay. It's okay for a man not to want to spend $150 to $200 to $300 on you on the very first date. It's okay. That doesn't mean he's broke. And I'm sorry, but I call Kat on this standard stuff because she's absolutely right. You guys have standards when it comes to not wanting to meet for a coffee date and only wanting to go to a 5-star meal, but you don't have standards about who you sleep with. Make it make sense. You don't have high standards. You're just entitled. You don't have high standards. You just bougie. You don't have high standards. You just think too much of yourself. That's what she was saying. And honestly,